friends, this is CS Neha Challa. In this video, we will be revising section 60 of Companies Act 2013, which talks about publication of authorized, subscribed and paid up capital. So, wherever you mention this authorized capital, then subscribed and paid up capital will also follow with the authorized capital. So let's see what this section talks about. So in this section there are two subsections, subsection 1 and subsection 2. So let's begin with subsection 1. So subsection 1 talks about if any company is writing in its notice, advertisement or any official publication that it is issuing and any billheads or any letter paper that it is issuing, and in such documents it is mentioning its authorized capital, then along with the authorized capital, it should also mention what is its subscribed capital and what is its paid up capital. Now, why is this important? As we all know the meaning of authorized capital, subscribed capital and paid up capital, suppose in the memorandum, the authorized capital of a company is rupees 10 lakhs. Now, if it gives a notice and in such notice it mentions that my authorized capital is rupees 10 lakhs. Then as people, whenever we read such document, we will think very high of such company because it has huge amounts of capital. But if you actually see, if you see that the subscribed capital is only rupees 1 lakh out of this 10 lakhs, then your opinion will change. And not only subscribed capital, even subscribed capital does not give us full information, but if we see paid up capital and you notice that the paid up capital is only 50,000, then your opinion on that company will completely change. Therefore, in subsection 1, it is mandatorily given that not only the authorized capital, but wherever you mention this authorized capital, the company also has to mention its subscribed capital and also paid up capital. So suppose this is a notice and this notice is given by a company called X Limited. So what did this company do? It mentioned its authorized capital as 1 crore and under the document somewhere in the corner it has mentioned its subscribed capital which is 1 lakh and paid up capital as 50,000. So in that case, user's attention, suppose it is not going into that corner of the paper, then it will be misleading. So therefore, it is given in this subsection 1 that wherever you are mentioning this subscribed capital and paid up capital, it should be in a prominent position in the notice, not in the corner or not under the document or not above the document. It should be in a prominent place, important place, and it should also be in conspicuous characters. That means it should be in legible characters where people can actually read it properly. Then, so this is about subsection 1. So moving on to subsection 2. Subsection 2 talks about default. So if the company does any default that is given in subsection 1, then it will be liable for a penalty of rupees 1,000 for each default. And the officer will be liable for a penalty of rupees 5,000 for each default. So the penalty for company is rupees 10,000, not 1,000. So the penalty is rupees 10,000 for the company and the penalty for officer is rupees 5,000. So this penalty is for each default. So if the company is doing one default, then it has to pay 10,000. But if it is doing a default twice, then it will have to pay 10,000 into 2. So that is about section 60. I hope this video had helped you. So if you like this video, so please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. So we will be doing more of these sections of Companies Act 2013 in the near future. I hope this video helped you. Bye-bye.